Fans, what's going on, man? It's Black Couch Booking here with a brand new video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Promise you'll not be disappointed. And if you're old to the channel, Couch Crew, what's going on, man? Hope you guys are having a good day today. Anyway, man, you already know what it is. We back with some AEW content. I got my guy Evan Sports in the building. Talk to the people. Hey, what's going on with you?
Nothing much. Everyone Sports, my YouTube channel, Hot Probably Sports content. They all want to see the other stuff. I'll be talking about Instagram, Twitter, Switchblade, and posting sports stuff on there too. Let's get into it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, everybody get into it while this win is on D crazy on the East Coast. But everybody, y'all man, are doing a ranking of the roster of AEW. And as you see, we got more. Y'all be saying y'all want more tiers and stuff like that. So I try to make it as even as possible. We got Megastar, Superstar, Future Star, Star, Good Enough, and Jobber Talent. I think those speak for themselves. We're gonna give our honest opinion, and we're gonna do as much as the roster as possible. And if you guys like this video, click the like and comment down below if you want a part two, because I know we're not getting through 124 people. But since my guy Ed is on the channel once again, I'm gonna let my guy Ed make the first pick, and then as he picks the person, we'll do some brief discussion, and we're gonna keep going. But we're gonna trust each other's opinion. So, Ed, who do you want to pick for the first person on this ranking list?
Let's go with Cal Switcher.
Okay, come off the rip, off the rip. Where he at? Where he at? I just seen him. And y'all bear with me because it was alphabetical order, and then they just said nope, that's okay. Let's see. I know he got the buzz cut on this
Go
on this
down.
list. I got him. Boom.
So
Got
put
Kyle
Cal
Fletcher.
Switcher and Future Star.
Okay.
They already call him the Promo Star now. And if he just win over Will Ospreay, he can definitely play. He's a superstar. Like I think that they got big things planned for him. He's only 26 years old, super young, very talented in the ring. I feel like he got a person.
Yeah, that's when that was tough for me. I was the first thought is Future Star as well. But I was like, I mean, technically, if you really think about it, though, he could be a star right now, especially how they've been booking him and his position in Don Callis' family, and he does already have a win over Will Ospreay. But you know what? I think Future Star is right because I think his potential is more past the limits of what people think. So I definitely want to say Future Star as well, and I think eventually he could reach that mega stardom if they keep going down the line. So I definitely think that was a good choice for sure. Let's see. I want to go a little unorthodox as well. And you know what? Actually, I think this one might be a little obvious. I'm gonna go Queen Aminata, and I'm gonna go Future Star for her as well. I think what she did with Collision, what she's done in Collision, what she's done on Dynamite, match with Mercedes Moné, everything she's done thus far has shown me that they definitely sees the star potential in her. I'm looking for a big rivalry to really push her over, and I'm looking for a title win to push her over. Not a title win going back to Ring of Honor and getting the belt. I think a title win on the main roster for AEW is going to bring even more light. And you could consider her a star, but I think that there are other people who got more star power. I think she's still under the radar to the casual AEW fan. So I'm gonna definitely say Future Star for her.
I agree with that. She got a lot of potential, and she's gonna get more TV time. So she can get more TV time in these upcoming weeks. I definitely see that. They can definitely be like a TBS champion or something like that in the future.
Exactly. Let me see. And who's your next pick?
Put Chris Jericho on Megastar.
Talk about it.
I really don't understand the hate that Chris Jericho gets for as good as he is. Like he just had Matthew Bandito on Collision. They were doing good. And it's like realistically, who in Ring of Honor is gonna beat him for the world title? Because Bandito, he's already had his chance. But it's like back to Chris Jericho, he has so much value to AEW and what he brings. He's still a good storyteller. He still puts on a banger matches even at his age. And when you think about it, with all the losses he took in WWE, he can revenge. He getting all those fans back in AEW. So I put Jericho on Megastar.
About to say, yeah, I don't have a problem with Chris Jericho and his position in the company thus far. A lot of people try to bring up he was trashing young stars. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe I haven't been too privy, but I thought he helped young stars by working with guys like Sammy Guevara and trying to build that that first stable that he had when he first started AEW. So maybe I'm tripping, but he definitely is a megastar whether y'all like it or not. Chris Jericho is a legend and he's a megastar for AEW, and now he's helping Ring of Honor.
I feel like what people misinterpret like wins or losses, that really helps somebody else. Because Austin Theory beat John Cena, but it didn't help him. Like everything John Cena said was right about Austin Theory. Just as a younger star wins the match doesn't mean that's going to progress or elevate their career.
I agree. I agree. Speaking of which, you know what, Harley Cameron. This one is tough. I'm gonna go Star for now because once y'all see who we put in Superstar, I think everybody's gonna understand. She's on a hot streak right now, but I'm not a person who falls for recency bias. Harley Cameron is really, really good. She's really, really entertaining, but AEW has not yet presented her as the superstar of AEW. She is like one of those who's super popular, upper echelon, entertaining, like a Chelsea Green. I wouldn't consider Chelsea Green necessarily a superstar of WWE because there are women like Io Sky to me is a superstar, things like that. But just even based off the in ring and just stuff like that. But I think Harley Cameron is right there, and I think the next couple of things she's gonna get into is gonna propel her to superstar status.
I agree with that. Uh,
Look, when it comes to running a small business, I'm the creative director, just a little bit to the right. The videographer, the lighting technician, of course the talent, and action. And of course I do the finances, which means I do the taxes. Taxes? 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 Don't worry, don't worry.
let's go MJF. Put him in Superstar. He's my Mercedes.
Oh, bro, it really messed up my whole order for real. Superstar, okay.
Yeah, I like MJF. I feel like he's one of, if not the best heel in AEW right now. But I do think if he was to leave, I don't think it'd be too hard to replace him. But I do think he's a superstar in his role and he'd be great at it. But I don't know if I put him on the same echelon as Chris Jericho.
That one is tough. I'm gonna say as far as what he means to AEW, I think you could make him a megastar. If we talk about megastar like overall, I think the list is gonna be very different because and a lot of people are gonna say, well, nobody's a megastar because AEW's ratings are low. That is stupid. Number one, first of all, like you said, you could say, well, this person leave, they could be a megastar, but you don't even got to do that. Whatever their ratings is, cool. If they only get 800,000, cool. But if a person is the highest selling for the company or the most popular or the most over, that person is a megastar for that company. That doesn't mean that they're not a megastar. Period. If that's the case, some of the people you talk about in WWE aren't megastars. They ain't been in movies. Might not be known globally and stuff like that. So you can't really, in my opinion, you can't really say that. So but the MJF one, I could I think he's a tweener, but there's nothing in between. So for now, he's definitely a superstar. If he's not a megastar yet. We want to talk about megastars? Let's do it then. Mercedes Monet. If people want to use logic, if people use that logic. She was in Star Wars. She's known all around the world. She's wrestled in New Japan. She was a star and she was a superstar in WWE. She was a megastar when she left and went to New Japan, and she should be considered a megastar for AEW, holding hella belts, and she's a big draw, whether people like it or not. And she is the best women's wrestler as far as in ring on that roster. So I think Mercedes Monet is for sure a megastar for AEW.
I definitely agree with that. When you look at Mercedes, she's good at basically everything. I mean, aside from promos, she's not the best at it, but it's not like she's terrible at it. So it's hard to argue. And then she's great, she put on great matches, she tells the story, so she's definitely a mega star.
Who you got next?
Is Keith Lee on here?
Oh, yep, he is. I made sure I put him on this list. Yep.
Put him in driver talent. I mean, we don't even know where Keith Lee's been at, so it's I don't know what's going on with Keith Lee. Like, he's a good wrestler. Like, I like Keith Lee, but we haven't seen him for 2 years at this point. So I don't even know what his role really is. If he's I don't even know if he's on the roster.
I agree. I think he's a guy who, if hindsight is 2020, I feel like if he would have known that Vince McMahon wasn't going to be with WWE anymore, he would have just did some indie stuff and came right back to WWE, because I think that he would have been successful under the Triple H regime. He would have probably been in what Bronson Reed's position was by now, most likely doing some cool stuff, being a big guy fighting like Braun Strowman or whatever. But AEW, even him and Swerve tag team, I wasn't really into it for real. I think it did more for Swerve than it did for him. But man, hopefully he come back and do something. But I definitely agree that he's a jobber right now for real. Let me see if I can find me another one. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Camille. I've got many different things, many different, injured or family, whatever reason why she's not on TV right now. I think they're gonna revisit. Hopefully, they revisit her, Mercedes Monet. But if they don't, then she's officially a jobber for show. But if they do revisit it, then she can definitely be good enough to star. I thought that the story was easy and right there for her, to be honest. But even her as the bodyguard just wasn't really working. And Mercedes Monet, it almost seemed like justified to get rid of her, because she really didn't need her, to be honest. Mercedes Monet could win matches on her own, so she was really there just to be in the shadow of her. You feel me? But if they revisit the story, then she could definitely move up. But for now, I'm like, they kind of dropped the ball on that one to me.
Yeah, I agree with that. Obviously, if his family's still for injury, you can't control that. But the story was right there. We never got no clarification why she left. So I agree, she's a jobber for now.
That
But Claudio wasn't good enough.
say she should be up there. Wait, whoa, we said Claudio?
Yeah.
Shit.
Actually, no. No, I moved on to Star. There's definitely a little reasoning bias with that Jeff Ryder stuff, because they've been good. But I think aside from that, he has had a solid run in AEW. But I don't know. I think I put Claudio on Star.
Yeah, I mean, if you had him in good, if you left him good enough, I wouldn't be mad at it, because I see why. I feel like when they first came out with Daniel Brian, whatever name, Brian Danielson, and when they first had the I guess you would say face stable, I thought the Combat Club was better than what they're doing right now, and I thought they all got to shine more, especially him. But this Death Rider stuff, once it's over, unless they do him versus Moxley for some reason. I think that could get him back over. But as far as he's an attraction for AEW as soon as he gets in the ring. But yeah, I would say good enough. I would say he's like they don't let Pop do anything, but if they did, he would definitely be the third most important person in the group.
Yeah, it was between good enough and Star, because I had to think about the stuff he did when he was the Blackpool Combat Club. It was actually solid work that he did. But the whole Death Rider story, it's just dragging.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. Buddy Matthews. I'm gonna put him in Future Star. I ain't gonna put him in. He could be a star if they want to go that route, but he would be star to me off of name recognition alone because of what he did previously. I would say Future Star. And Future Star don't necessarily mean that you got to be the youngest or whatever. I think that based off of his singles matches as of recent, and he got the physique, he's been in good singles matches, and then look at his popularity outside of this because of look who he's married to. I think they could market him as a future star and make him a solo star, and maybe he could even have a better trajectory than Malachi Black, because I thought Malachi Black was gonna be a way bigger deal, but I think Buddy Matthews fits the system of AEW a lot better than Malachi Black did. I think Malachi Black is a WWE guy, true and true, but I think Buddy Matthews is the guy that they could actually do some things with.
Yeah, I could definitely see Buddy Matthews for the single title. I hope he gets pushed.
What's your name?
Django. The D is silent.
You got me curious.
Who knows what could happen?
You can put Big Bill in. You can put Big Bill in there, though.
Good enough. I'm like, man, this is a pretty decent roster now that we're doing this. If you really look at the people we already got, I think AEW roster is pretty good.
I don't really think Big Bill has a purpose. Like the stuff with him, Jericho, and Brian Keith, like, they don't really serve a purpose. And I don't think it's really doing that for either one of them. Now, Solution him splitting up, he ends up beating Jericho for the Ring of Honor Championship. I can see that because the way Jericho been treating Wayne. But I feel like he's been there. He hasn't really done with anything. But he can't put on solid matches like the one he had with not too long ago. It was a good match.
Yeah, that was what I was going to reference. That I think if you're going to use him as like a Dolph Ziggler, Finn Balor, get people over guy, I think he'll be good at that. Unless Enzo just shows up out of nowhere, and then you can actually start doing something fun with him. Imagine Enzo come back and they be the ones that beat the Earth Syndicate for the titles. I think people wouldn't be upset with that just because of who it is. So I think Big Bill definitely he can serve a purpose, but I mean, they don't really do a lot of cool things with big dudes anyway, to be honest. So I'm not super duper surprised. All right, let me get this out the way. Swerve. I'm gonna throw him in superstar. I was very tempted to throw him in megastar as far as being a megastar for AEW, but I'm gonna put him in superstar because I need to see one more run, and I need to make sure it's not a fluke. I need to make sure that Tony Khan is like all in with Swerve, no pun intended. They gave him the bread, they gave him the run. Now I need to see what's gonna make him actually cemented the legacy, not just being the first black champion, but being the first two-time black champion. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see what they do with that. And then if he wins it again, I'll call him a megastar because as soon as his contract will be up, I promise you he'll be getting another offer from another company across the street.
I agree with that. Put put Dan House in the driver talent.
I forgot. Is he still on the roster? He was on the roster. I downloaded, but I haven't seen that man in a long time.
Yeah, I ain't seen him in forever, so we just put him there in driver talent.
I ain't gonna argue with that. But let's get the guy that was right next to him, Darby Allin. You know what? I'm gonna put him in star for right now. Superstar. If I'm comparing him to Swerve MJF, I can't put him in superstar. And future star, I think Darby Allin's trajectory was good and the momentum was good. They just now they booked themselves into, well, Cope is gonna beat Moxley and Christian gonna be Cope. Well, if you just want to pull the trigger on Darby Allin, you should just pull the trigger. But he's gonna have a Jeff Hardy type of title reign where it's gonna be unexpected, and when he wins, everybody's gonna love it and they're gonna say it's generational. He's gonna do the stunts as being champion that a lot of other champions might not do. So he'll get it eventually, but it'll probably be in 2026.
Yeah, I can see that. I just hope that he stays safe. Because Steven already got hit by a bus, and now he's climbing Mount Everest. That's my thing with Darby. I just need him to be safe.
Hey man, I mean, you know how that goes. You gotta risk it to get the biscuit, I guess.
Willow Nightingale, put her in superstar. I like Willow Nightingale. I like what they did, letting her come out during the Takeover Colt and during the concerto to what's the name, Marina Shafir. I think they've been doing some foul stuff with her, and they eventually had a match with them too. I think it'll be fun. I definitely see them doing Willow to be one of their top stars in the women's division.
Hey man, that's Bizarro Nia Jax right there. Definitely the anti Nia Jax. Like that is for, like someone that big, it'll be so obvious to just make them a heel. But what they're doing with her is good, and she got the. It seemed like that's really her personality, so that works out. You know what I'm saying? Because they could have made another Nyla Rose for their division. But I'm happy they didn't go that route and they let her do her. Man, let's pay some homage, man. Let's pay some homage, man. Christian Cage, bro. Christian Cage, bro. I really want to go megastar so bad. I'm gonna say for the sake of AEW, I'm gonna go superstar, but as soon as he get that belt, I'll throw him up there. Christian Cage, this is one of his best runs in his whole career. Every time he leaves WWE and goes somewhere else, he has one of the best runs. TNA had one of his best runs as soon as he left, and now he went to AEW, and this run is crazy. As soon as he win that belt, especially if you take it from Cope, oh man, he just stopped Cope from getting the belt, period. People gonna be going crazy. And then we're gonna finally get the best Edge, Cope, whatever that we're gonna get, because him and Christian gonna have another feud that actually means something and not for no damn TNT belt.
I agree with that. You could even make the argument for megastar. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah, I'm trying to be kind. I'm trying to be kind. So I'll leave him there for now, but I'm thinking about it.
Let's see. Nick Wayne. That's good.
But yeah.
He by Jack Perry.
Oh wait, you said Jack Perry? I'm on hook. He got the shades.
Nick Wayne, right? Wait, Nick Wayne right there. Wait, not. Am I thinking about the wrong person? A hook. Oh my goodness.
Nigga, that's why I'm like, what? I'm like, wait, you talking about this thing over here? I'm like, nah. Oh, all right.
For a hook. This one's tough, but I go future star for Hook. I'm glad that they finally got rid of the FTW championship because that title was pointless. But Hook is a good wrestler, and I think they can build him up to be one of their best mid card talents on the roster.
I was sold on Hook when he first got there, and even him the not talking thing was working. But then when he kind of started talking, I'm like, oh, I don't know, bro. But I think he definitely an attraction. I think once the ops thing is over, if Samoa Joe got to be able to put him over, I think that would be enough to get him to where he needs to be. But as far as being a future star on this list, I think Kyle Fletcher gonna edge him out once it's all said and done. But I like Hook though. I mean, that might even be a good rivalry low key. Let's get these superstars about the way, man. Hangman, let's get Hangman up there. I think he got revitalized after that second go around with Swerve for sure, because I feel like he was in limbo for a little bit. But then once they went back at it, and now he's doing stuff with MJF, they definitely like the two top attractions. I mean, people could argue that they should be the opener for Revolution, and I wouldn't be mad at that, to be honest. But it's probably gonna be if Tony Storm and Mariah May not the main event, they probably gonna open it. But I wouldn't mind seeing MJF and wait, are they even having a match at Revolution? They are, right?
Yep.
How about is it officially a street fight or?
I don't know if it's a street fight, but I know they having a match.
I'm about to say he said he wanted him in the streets, so I thought whatever. But yeah, I think Hangman's superstar.
Yeah, I agree with that. And let's stick with superstars. Actually, no, I'm put Bobby Lashley in star just because he hasn't been in AEW that long.
That one was tough. I was like, if you like, let's count what they did at AEW. He's a star because he's an attraction. You feel me? So I agree. But I think when it's all said and done, he'll be a superstar for sure. For
Yeah, he's
AEW.
a superstar. But just because he don't got the longevity as the other guys, I put him in star for now.
I agree. I'm about to say throw all of them up in there, but no, I know that's cheap. I ain't gonna do it right now. What I'm actually gonna do is some people probably not gonna expect what she had. Mariah May. I'm actually gonna go superstar. And the reason why I'm gonna go superstar instead of future star is that run. I hate to compare, but I gotta compare. In comparison to what Tiffany Stratton's doing with that belt right now, I think Mariah May run is insane. And her character work, because people talking about the progression of Timeless Tony Storm to the rookie back to Timeless. People not talking about the superfan Mariah May to being the glamorous Mariah May to what she is now. She also had character progression and doing great character work as well. So I think she should be recognized for that. And I think she is a superstar. Even when she gets her ass whooped Saturday, she'll still be good after the match for sure.
Yeah, before All In, I would have said superstar. But now once she turned heel, when she had the match at All In against Tony Storm, she definitely cemented herself as a superstar. Then she got a good reign, and then she definitely went back again at some point. It just won't be this weekend, but she's definitely gonna have multiple world title reigns.
For sure.
You might know Harbor Freight for affordability. What you might not know, performance.
Let's go Mark Briscoe. But this one's tough. I put Mark Briscoe on good enough.
I agree.
Like I like Mark Briscoe, but he fits the Ring of Honor thing more for his character. But he is good on the AEW roster. I just want to consider him a star.
Where he was doing some good stuff for Collision. I'll say I've seen some good Collision matches out of him. So that's why I think good enough is definitely good enough for him for sure. He was doing his thing on Collision. Say, let's get this out the way, man. Come on. We playing games. Thomas, Tony Storm, For sure, gotta be a megastar, man. I mean, listen, I don't care. The best character work and maybe all of wrestling. People, you're exaggerating. Nah, I'm not exaggerating. What? All right, you want to go women? What other woman between either company has better character work, and what guy is doing better character work right now? What you gonna say? Hill Cena? He just turned Hill. Who's doing better character work than Tony Storm? She's got spat in her face and was still doing character work. Like that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. The stuff she did, time with Tony Storm and then being a rookie, like that was amazing. Tony Storm definitely, probably, she definitely the best woman on in women's wrestling right now.
Word up for sure. Oh wait, it's on you. It's on you.
All right. Uh, oh, Ricochet.
I was definitely gonna pick him next.
This one is, uh, I'm I'm stuck between future star and star for Ricochet because I feel like he could really be a star in AEW, especially with the stuff he's doing with Swerve. You can put him in future star because I think Tony Khan sees something that WWE didn't see in Ricochet, and now that they're exploring this arc of him being a heel, and it's going really well. The promos they aren't amazing, but they're definitely gotten better from what it used to be, and he's doing a great job generating heat. So I could definitely see him being a future star in AEW.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think Ricochet is doing great work right now. I think one more win over Swerve, he's definitely going to be solidified. And then what's going to take him to that superstardom is like a MJ is a Swerve versus Hangman type of feud, which is not that's not what he got with Swerve right now. I think somebody else is going to be the one to take him to the next level. And I think maybe a TNT run, beating up Daniel Garcia could take him to the next level for sure. So I'm definitely thinking he's gonna be a superstar, by the end of 2025, beginning 2026. All right, let's run two more piece because I think that we definitely gonna need to do a part two.
All right.
I'm gonna leave one for you. I see one that I wanted. I'm gonna leave that one for you if you get to him. Let me go Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega, I'm going Mega Star, bro. People like to discredit what people do outside of WWE. New Japan, this guy was the man, bro. This guy was being the elite, the Bullet Club, everything he was doing, bro, from New Japan to Ring of Honor with them guys was absolutely insane. And now he's come back better. He's actually talking better on the mic. He's about to have a banger of a match, and he will be add another championship to his resume. So I gotta go Kenny Omega for Megastar, man. He leaves, everybody gonna want to sign him ASAP.
Agreed. Let's put John Moxley in superstar.
That's a good one.
And we mentioned this earlier, and a lot of people don't like the Death Rider story, and that's completely justified. But aside from that, Moxley's been really good. He's one of the best promos in AEW. He puts on banger matches. He's uh when it's time in AEW, he's been able to do it. He's had the free will of going over to New Japan and AEW and being able to wrestle in both companies and provide for both of them. So he's definitely a superstar in AEW.
Yeah, I definitely I was torn between Megastar and Superstar for him for sure. But you know what? I think Superstar is straight for right now. And I mean he's multi-time champion, but I don't think he moves the needle for AEW that much. But he do have some good matches, some good promos and backstage segments too. So let me see.
Why is filing your taxes with Free Tax USA different? Well, for starters, our premium federal tax returns are free for everyone, no matter what. With a free offer like this, people often ask, so how do you make money? While our federal return is always free,
My last pick. I'm gonna make it a good one. I was tempted with my last pick. Let me pay some homage. My last pick. Technically, they had her on Ring of Honor roster, but come on now. I'm for Athena, I'm gonna go future star, and I was gonna put a superstar because for me, the over 600-day title reign or 700, whatever the case may be in Ring of Honor, that's superstar. But once she gets to the AEW roster and she has banger matches with Mercedes Moné, Timeless Tony Storm, Megan Baines of the world, and all those people, she is going to be the one, and she's gonna have a belt on the main roster. I think she will be AEW Women's Champion in the future, not the near future. I think they'll make her get the TBS championship first, then go get it. And then officially make Ring of Honor kind of like a NXT-ish developmental type of thing, and then you transition from there to there. But I think Athena is overlooked by the people who not tapped in for real.
I agree with that. Definitely ready to see her back on AEW.
Hmm.
And since it's Women's History Month, we're gonna end it with a woman. Put Chris Statlander in future star as well.
Mm. You said superstar?
Future star.
Okay.
Yeah. I like what they're doing with Chris Statlander. She had a solid TBS championship reign. Definitely see her being a world champion in the future.
I agree. I like Chris Statlander. If she would have beat Mercedes Moné, I wouldn't have been tripping off of that. That's believable to me, and I can't wait to see who they're gonna have beat her. But Chris Statlander is fire. I think she is. I think AEW got a good women's division, man. But Chris Statlander is definitely a good cornerstone of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do next. But y'all, we definitely got to do a part two. I mean, we got a lot of roster left, and there's a lot of people who I wanted to get in on this list, but we just want to give y'all a little taste. So if y'all want part two is going to be on Fluid Sports channel. We're going to make sure we save this list, and then we're going to make sure we keep going, and we got to do who's not, on here and keep going. So part two, get the likes up, and then we'll do it like that, man. Thank y'all for love, support, and talk to the people.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Like I said earlier, make sure y'all check me out at Influential Sports for some great sports contents. Also post on social media, Instagram and Twitter, Switchblade Ed. Peace out, y'all.
All right, y'all. See y'all later.
Feels like a dream, feels like magic. Now I believe I can have it. Ooh, ooh, Tamu. Ooh, ooh, Tamu. All of my wishes came true. Shop like a billionaire. Shop like a billionaire. Ooh, ooh, Tamu. Ooh, ooh, Tamu.
Download the Temu app and shop like a billionaire.
Living with opioid addiction can be a struggle. Trapped in a cycle of opioid use, withdrawal, and cravings. Sublocade is for adults with moderate to severe opioid addiction, whose withdrawal symptoms are controlled by oral buprenorphine for at least 7 days and should be used with counseling. Sublocade may help them keep moving towards recovery. Sublocade continuously releases the medicine buprenorphine all month with no real daily ups and downs. Buprenorphine is known to reduce cravings and block the rewarding effects of opioids.
Sublocade can cause serious life-threatening reactions and death if injected in a vein or if taken with certain other medicines or illicit drugs. Do not take Sublocade with other opioid medicines, benzodiazepines, alcohol, or other depressants without your doctor's approval. Ask your doctor about naloxone for emergency treatment of opioid overdose. Get emergency help if naloxone is given or if you feel faint, dizzy, confused, sleepy, uncoordinated, have blurred vision, slurred speech, or are breathing slower than normal. These can be signs of an overdose or other serious problems. Buprenorphine is a controlled substance that can be abused. When taken by those not addicted to opioids, death has been reported. In an emergency, have family and friends tell medical staff you are physically dependent on opioids and are being treated with Sublocade. The body can develop a dependence on Sublocade.